everyone, I'm Michelle from the Progressive Workshop of Armstrong County with episode 2 of our YouTube channel. I hope everybody is doing very well at home, social distancing from everyone, and only going out when you absolutely have to. So today I thought we would do a craft, more like a science project actually, and then a craft. First, I'm going to take these eggs and I'm going to put them in here and we're going to cover them with some stuff, and then tomorrow when I come back on for the second half of this video after 24 hours, you're going to see that these normal eggs that I just took out of the refrigerator are going to turn into hopefully something pretty cool. So we shall see. For this one, you need an egg. I'm doing 2. One egg is all you need right out of your refrigerator, and a glass container, a mason jar with a, oh, sorry about my dogs outside. It's a nice day and they're outside playing. But a mason jar, or I happen to have this container that's made of glass with a lid. You just want to make sure that you have something glass with a lid. So what you're going to do is you also need some distilled white vinegar. So just white vinegar that you happen to have in your pantry, and eggs hopefully that you just happen to have in your refrigerator so that you won't have to actually go anywhere and get the products to do this. Take the lid off of your jar and then very carefully take your egg. Don't drop it in there because you do not want the egg to crack. So let's hope that I can do this without it cracking. I just want to drop it in there, and I'm going to take the second egg because I'm doing 2 just because I'm curious. I'm going to put that in there, and I'm going to open up the vinegar. Again, has to be white vinegar, not apple cider vinegar or some special vinegar. Like I have cherry vinegar, so not that. So you're going to take your white vinegar and you're going to pour it into your glass jar that has your eggs in it, all the way up until your eggs are covered, or egg. And then, I just want to try this. I don't know if this will work or not. I have food coloring. I'm going to put just a few drops of food coloring in there too. This is yellow. I believe it's, yes, it is yellow. So I'm just putting maybe like 5 or 6 drops of food coloring in there. Again, I apologize about my dogs barking. They're barking at the neighbor's dogs. Then take your lid, screw it on, and then all you're gonna do is put this somewhere. I'm gonna leave mine right here on my counter. And we will be back in 24 hours to see what it does. Hello everyone. So before we finish the science experiment with the eggs, I'm gonna show you how to make cloud dough, which is kind of like Play-Doh, but with stuff that you have in your house that'll be easy to use. So I'm going to use cornstarch and Johnson's baby lotion. You could also use conditioner and flour. So whatever you happen to have. Pretty much everybody has flour and conditioner if you don't have cornstarch and baby lotion. But this is what I'm going to use. So then you need a glass, well, any kind of bowl that you can mix in. You need your measuring cup. This is a 1 cup measuring cup because it's going to be 2 cups of cornstarch and 1 cup of the lotion, or 2 cups of flour and 1 cup of conditioner. Then I've got a spatula out so that I can clean out the cup, and I don't know exactly why I got a knife out, but we'll just say that that's what that is. So before I start, I just finished washing my hands, so not that it really matters because I'm making Play-Doh, but I did wash my hands because that's what we're trying to do here is wash our hands all the time or use hand sanitizer so that we're all clean. So to get started, I'm going to take 2 cups, so 2 of these, of cornstarch. And if it's not like exact, I don't think that's a big deal. So that's 1 cup. So So the reason for the cornstarch, if you have it instead of the flour, is because cornstarch, if you've ever used it, is really, really fine. So it'll make a softer kind of dough. Where the flour is just a little more coarse. So that would be, it would just make it a little, maybe harder to combine. So there, I took 2 cups of cornstarch. Ooh, can you guys see that flying around? It definitely makes a little bit of a mess. Then I'm gonna take, I didn't take the lid off the lotion. I'm just gonna kind of do it like this because I like, okay, this might take a while. Because I like to use the, I'm gonna use the lotion after. Okay, wait, I'm just gonna try to take the lid off. I don't know if I can or not. Hey, maybe that's why I got the knife. Well, pry it off. I'm just gonna keep doing this. Did you see that? How about this? I'm gonna put that over there, and I'm gonna use the conditioner because it's easier to open. Probably won't smell as good. Because my guess is it will smell like whatever it is that you use. So that's why the baby lotion, it smells good. So, since I couldn't get that, I'm improvising. So a cup of conditioner. Put that over there. Now, what a mess I'm making. So just stick that in there. Then I suppose if you're somebody who doesn't like to get your hands dirty, you could just use like that and stir it, but I don't really care. I'm gonna use my hands. So you just wanna get in there and just kind of mix it together. This might take a couple minutes. So while I'm mixing this, there's some variations to this that you can do if you happen to have craft supplies at home. You can, once you have it all mixed up, you can add glitter to it. So like any kind of glitter. I got glitter glue, which I was gonna try to add, and then I thought, yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. But if you just have regular glitter, whether it be, you know, the silver or the multicolor, you can mix that in. And whenever you're mixing, if it feels like it's a little bit dry, you can add, I'm gonna add a little bit more. Like I said, it can be messy. I'm adding a little bit more conditioner. Just because it was just a little bit dry. You wanted to, everybody knows what Play-Doh, look at this. I'm like, I'm a hot mess making this. But anyhow, you want it to kind of, you know, feel like mushy in your hands. So anyhow, you can add the glitter, or what I'm gonna do is I have some food coloring. So mix, 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 mix. Can you guys see that? So don't eat it though, because, you know, that'd be gross. I'm gonna take some food coloring with my messy hands. Okay, here, I'm gonna have Hannah open it for me if she can. I'm gonna hold this, hello, while she opens it. See, we're working together. So I'm gonna take, I have green food coloring, so I'm just gonna drop like 5 drops in there and then mix it all around. So you can use any kind of food coloring. I would not use the gel kind though, because I don't know how well that would mix. So just keep adding however much food color you want to, of course now my hands are gonna be all green too, which I was actually at the office the other day and I was looking for food coloring. So I got into the kitchen, which Marilyn and Tara might not be happy with me whenever they get back because hopefully I didn't mess up their box too much. But I got in there to get food coloring out to bring home because I knew I didn't have any. And I ended up with green hands all day long. So this is, so then somebody else at work gave me this, went home and grabbed their color for me. But can you guys see that? Like looks like a nice minty green. which I guess last month would have been awesome for St. Patrick's Day. But I wish you guys could like feel this. I'm just gonna take a little tiny bit of it. You see that? I might need a little bit more. I'm gonna put a little bit too much conditioner in. You kind of want to use your judgment. You don't want it so sticky that it sticks to your hands, but you don't want it so dry that you can't play with it either. So this is like fun for anyone. So if anybody's ever been in my office, you know that I keep this like silly putty stuff on my desk that comes in like a little container. And I do that because, you know, sometimes when I'm on a long phone conversation or we're thinking really hard about something, I need to occupy my hands. So this stuff would also be perfect for that. Or does anybody ever get stressed about stuff? You know, it's a little bit stressful staying in your house all the time. So if you're somebody who's getting a little bit of stress or anxiety from being cooped up at home, you could make some of this and use it just to, you know, whenever you get upset or something, just run it through your hands and, you know, maybe sing to yourself or have a conversation, you know, in your head about, you know, calming yourself down if you're just anxiety ridden because you can't do what you're normally used to doing, which, trust me, happens to all of us during this time. Okay, so can you see that? It's still a little, I could maybe put a little bit more cornstarch in it, but I'm not going to. So, you see that? You can roll it, do whatever you want with it. Now, how you want to store this is you can either store it in a Ziploc bag, just make sure it's zipped tight, or one of those Tupperware containers or a Ziploc container that has a tight lid on it. And then you can store it. When you take it out, it might, you know, like the next day, it may feel a little bit dry. So all you have to do is the warmth of your hands will kind of make it go back to putty again. So you just want to do that. Just pick up a piece and do that. So did you see how much this made with 2 cups of cornstarch and a cup of lotion / conditioner? What you can do before you color it is actually break it into pieces. Let's say you have a container that has, you know, one of those food color boxes that has like 4 different colors in. You could just break it into 4 different sections and put it in maybe 4 different cereal bowls or something, and then put your different colors on it and, you know, roll it around and make it all nice and doughy. Then you have 4 different colors to play with, or to become less stressed because you're playing with it. So that is the cloud dough, and we will be back in just a minute with the rest of our egg science experiment, which I know for a fact you guys are probably dying to see how these eggs turned out. I know I am. So we'll be right back. Okay guys, so we're back for the second half of this experiment with the eggs to see if they bounce like we hypothesized they would. So if you remember, it's actually been 48 hours since we did the first part of this video. I took 2 eggs right out of the refrigerator and put them in a glass jar, covered it with white vinegar, and then put a couple drops of food coloring in. So what they're supposed to do is, when I take them out of here, is I'm gonna wash them off, and then they're supposed to be hard. So you know how like an egg is like all icky, gooey, you know, yellow and white. So supposedly they should be able to bounce. I don't know if this will happen or not. We shall see. But can you guys see how big the eggs got sitting in the vinegar? So what I did was the last 2 days, every time I came into the kitchen, I kind of shook it. I don't know why, but I did. So I'm going to take them out now and see what happened. I'm going to use an ice cream scoop to get the egg out, if I can. Oh, super cool. So look, Hannah, come in here closer. There's no shell on that anymore. That is like super cool. Look at that. Okay, so I'm just gonna take this egg over here to the sink and I'm gonna rinse it off real quick. Okay, who thinks that I'm gonna be able to bounce it? Ooh, can you guys see that? Like, look at that, it's all squishy. Look at that. Okay. If this goes everywhere, nobody laugh. Okay, ready? Oh! done that to it. Look at that, again. So listen, when you do this at home, don't do this to your egg. Okay, guys, so that was a fun experiment that, you know, any age, that was fun. And if you use different color of food coloring, then your egg will be a different color, you know, so green, blue, red, what have you. So very interesting and very rubbery, but as you can see, not a bouncy ball. So that part of the experiment did not work after 48 hours. Anyhow, I hope you enjoyed that little experiment that you can try at home, and also the cloud dough, which you can make in all kinds of different colors. So if you liked this video, I want you to hit subscribe so that you can see the next video coming. And to everybody who works at Progressive Workshop of Armstrong County, I want to say that we all miss you, and we hope that you are at home and that you are safe and that you are practicing social distancing, and we cannot wait till you come back, hopefully sometime in May. Okay guys, till the next time, take care.